Good afternoon, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. I'm doing this new Firefox wood burning stove. It's a bit different to the old ones, in a beautiful cast iron fire surround. Basically what they've done is they've taken out the old fire and the inset part of the fireplace, which would have had a Victorian grate in there, and have this restored. The fire surround. It looks absolutely stunning. Really nice. Nice slated half in two sections. Always looks nice when you have a piece at the back. Sometimes you can just put like sharp sand and cement and then paint it. But it is always nicer to have the slate at the back as well. So yeah, it's all looking really nice and everything. Just want to say that I know I've been doing a lot of videos of all different types of appliances. Just want to say to you all that basically what I'm trying to do with this channel is to make it a chimney sweep community channel, so that you can check out all the videos. I don't expect you to check them out day in day out sort of thing, or that you could put yourself on notifications, stuff like that. It's just basically if this is your appliance, and then you can scroll down on my playlist. Because eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop doing them. I'm going to get to a certain amount, and then I'm going to go back to trouble. I'm going to be doing troubleshooting as well as sweeping them. I know some of them, because obviously once you know how to take all the parts out, that's the main part of it. Sweeping it is the same with every chimney, unless it's got a different sort of way of sweeping it, whether it's got a twin walled flue system and stuff like that. But I'm really trying to make this into a chimney sweep community channel, rather than just something that you can watch me sweeping. That's fine, but what I'm going to do eventually is have just a playlist full of all different types of stoves, because there's so many on the market that you'll be able to go down and go, oh, that's my one, and then you'll be able to know exactly how everything works on your particular appliance. So that's why at the moment there seems to be a lot of wood burners and stuff like that going on my channel. There really just is so many of them, and I just want to make it so that people can ask me questions about their appliance. I'm very knowledgeable. I've been doing it 24 years now. I've got a lot of experience. I was a fitter for a long time. I've said this before. And this is why I want to go with the channel. I know a lot of other channels, they have the same things just repeating over and over again in different, but the same thing but just over and over again. I'm trying to make it a bit different, this channel, so that it could be more interesting for you, but mainly more, for starters, look at that pin there. That's coming out. A very simple way of sorting it out. It's just to push it back down in there. Don't be frightened. The only reason why that pin's going like that is basically when you open the door, they can get, when they start doing that with the pins on the side, just get a bit of oil, anything, WD-40, baby oil, vegetable oil, any type of oil-based substance, and just put a little bit on the pin, and then it won't do it. It's only when you're opening and closing the door that the pin starts to raise up, because they start to rust a little bit. The bottom one's doing it a little bit as well. So I really hope this helps, and let's get cracking. Right, let's check this out. Well, basically, you know the drill. We check the gasket rope around the sides, make sure that it's fraying a little bit. I will tell the customer about that. It's not majorly, massively a concern at the moment, but next year definitely need replacing if they don't have it done this year. I always advise customers on everything that I see. It's all part of the service. There's things that I don't do that other sweeps do, and the reason being is I try and keep it the price to the minimum, and then if they want extra stuff done, they can ask and I can do it for them, no problem. But what a lot of people like is a basic service, a basic sweep service, because we're not all made of money. What I do now, sometimes these just come out the side, as you know. This one's got a lot of cracks in it, but it's not an issue. Not a problem at all. Just got to lift it up. As you can see, it's cracked, but that's fine. Take that one out. The problem with these is because they're so hard, that a lot of the time they get damaged when they're being delivered, more than they get damaged when you're using them. And like I say, if you get it on the half, especially these ones, these mark really easy, these naked halves. There's different types on the market. These ones you've got to be a bit more careful about because they'll mark with the actual hoover nozzle. So what we do is we'll stick that in there. A lot of people nowadays are using these pellets and like this recycled wood, which is great, but they can be very, very oily. So, and I know straight away, I was just hoovering that a little bit up. I think I did a Contura one the other day, an inset, beautiful appliance, but it was so oily. But don't ever worry if there's like oil finger marks on the sides after it's been swept. That's no problem at all. So I'm just going to stick this up there. The great thing is about this one, as you'll probably see on the photo, it's actually been installed properly. I'm going to just quickly lift you up and show you. Look, that is how you're meant to seal the pipes. You're not meant to really put fire cement in them. You put a gasket rope. That's how you should do it. I don't know why people still keep doing fire cement. I mean, there is a way of doing it. Just put it back into position. There is a way of doing it, but see, even with the gasket rope, it sticks up a little bit, but because the pipe will expand, there's no issues. But fire cement, it's like, it's not rocket science. You know it's going to expand. It's absolutely silly. So like I'm saying, if you've got any questions about anything to do with wood burners, open fires, augers, Ray-Bans, I like Ray-Bans, but you can't speak them, but Ray-Bans, any sort of heating, solid fuel boilers, anything like that. Any questions, please feel free to ask me. So this is going to be a quick one. So my last one of the day. I haven't done many. I'm going to slow down a little bit on the videos at the moment. I've done so many of them. I think about 400 videos I got on the channel now. I'm going to slow down a little bit. I might go to sort of doing them 3 or 4 times a week and troubleshooting. At the moment, because the weather's still hot, I'm not getting, people aren't using their appliances. I'm just getting them all ready for the winter. So I'm not getting people ringing me up with problems. So, and then when they do, then I'll be able to show you on what to do. I'll record the problems when I go to these houses, but at the moment I'm just doing these, as I said, just doing the wood burners and the open fires, and then basically what I'm going to do is, like, once the winter starts kicking in, I'll be doing other types of work, like any customer rings me, I've got a problem with this, that and the other, and then I'll be going out and I'll be doing videos on that as well. So, there's as I said, there's a lot I want to put, a lot of content I want to put on the channel, and that's how I'm going to do it all. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go, that's it. Then what we're going to do after that is then we're going to start doing power sweeping. That'll be next year, or probably sort of December time. We'll start doing power sweeping videos, and then we'll start setting stuff up in a different way. But I just want to keep doing the traditional ways now, because I noticed that most channels, a lot of them are American, but they do all the power sweeping stuff, which is great, but this is a dying trade, this part of the way of chimney sweeping. So we're going to keep doing this for a little bit longer, and then we're going to go on to the power sweeping, and then I'll go through all the power sweeping ways, what you do and stuff like that. Because I haven't, when I power sweep, it's when the like augers, when there's only an inspection hatch right at the bottom, and you need them really flexible rods to get in there and get around. But until I can start getting them sort of stuff, I can't really do any videos on them at the moment. So all the time I can get my brush up there. Because you have to remember, when I started 24 years ago, this was the only way of doing it. So we're going to bring it down now. It's very clean. This is the thing as well at the moment. We've got so many chimneys that we're doing, and most of them are clean because they get them done every year. They get them done before the winter sets in. And this is the easy time of the year. It's when the winter kicks in, people panic. One thing that really winds me up, I must admit, is like, and I'm going to say this, I don't care if I upset anybody saying it, it's like, if you want your chimney swept and you need it done like the next day or the day after, don't leave it. You know, don't leave it till the middle of the busiest time of the year. I had someone ring me up at the weekend and they wanted it done like on Monday, and they rang me up on Saturday. You know, it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. And if you find somebody that can do it, then you should be more concerned why they can do it so soon. You know, not like think, well, I need it done this day and that's it. And then because they can't do it, go to someone else and keep looking until you find someone else. That's not how you should do it. If you've got to get yourself organised, and if you need it done by a certain time, get it done. Book it in a few weeks prior, and then you get it done. But you know, I get people that like, they ring me up and they want it done like yesterday, and then their thing is, because I can't do it, they go somewhere else, which is fine. You know, do what you want to do. I have no issues with that. But then you got to think about why you can get that person that day, on the day that you want it doing. You know, some people just don't have that common sense factor. It's so stupid. It baffles me sometimes. Absolutely baffles me. And then, you know, a lot of people are just, oh, you know, this, that and the other. And it's just silly. Think about it. You want people that are busy. You're going to leave it to the busiest time of year to get it done. You're going to want the people that are busy. You don't want the people that are not busy. It's like any service. People just do that. It's just so bizarre. It's like they don't care if they get it done properly. They just do it. Like you can see what was coming down there. It's very fine soot. No problems at all. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to go too mad with it. You can tell when it's really fine soot because it sort of goes around the filter pretty quick. And then you can hear the different sound of the hoover. We're going to just shake this on now. So as I said, it's still a slated half and there's no carpet in this room, so just turn that around. I'm on a white carpet, but it doesn't matter because I've got a sheet down. Nice thick ground sheet to spill your tea on it. Got them all nice and clean, but sometimes as well it's using the customer's brush. My brush is like sort of as you've probably seen it on previous videos. It's quite wiry. This one is quite nice. But as I said, you've got with these kind of halves, you've got to be really careful. I mean, everything will come off. But I just don't like making more work for myself, to be fair. So that's Houston, we had a crash then. it was what I did was I sucked my sheet, and of course it took out the camera at the same time. So obviously I'm not even going to commentate on what I'm doing now, because you should know what I'm doing now. So I try not to bore you with these, because at the end of the day, as I said, my plan is get all the ones that need to be shown. You've got a few scratches on the half down here, on the legs. It's where it moves, because as I said before, they do move. It's not an issue. It's mainly the single door ones that move. Mainly the single door ones that move. And remember, as I said, don't worry about the cracks. No problem. You get people coming in and going, oh, it's cracked, this, that and the other. Just remember, as long as they all fit back together, which these ones do, it's fine. So now what we're going to do, we're going to turn the hoover off for a second. Put this back into position. Always like, if they're like broken this way, it's always better to put this one in first. As well. That's always the hardest one to put in, to be fair. And then put this one in. Plate at the top is stopping it from doing what it should do. That's it. That's it, we're in. Yeah, it's these are like little lips on them. What's stopping it now? So, the other thing as well, you know, if you ever want to, like, if a customer says to you it's blocked, and it's downdrafting, or like with an open fire and stuff like that, you can actually hear the outside. I'm pretty show you. I'm going to shut this. Hopefully you heard that, but yeah, that's what I always do. If anybody says to me, we've got birds nesting in our chimney, I'm like, oh no, literally, because you just, I've had one where it took me 8 hours to get out, another one I can get out in half an hour, but you can see, let me just do that picture there. You can see that black, that's from them old recyclable logs that you can get, stuff like that. So they're great, but they're very oily. I don't know how they work with the environment. I'm always unsure about fuel nowadays and what they say. As you've probably seen some of my videos that I put stuff up, and I'm always dubious about stuff because there's so much corruption, isn't there? I mean, like we all know it's right in our face, isn't it? Like, all these lobbyists, you know, who's telling the truth or who's not nowadays. There's just so much information out there. Like, for me, with my trade, no one ever asks us what we think's best, what's for the best for the clients or anything. They ask people who don't really know. Makes me laugh, it does. Right, well, there we go. So, like, as I said, right, remember that this channel is a community channel for people who want to know about different things. Once I've got to that point, once I've got to that point where I've got enough stoves on my video, on my channel, then I'm going to be going on, well, hopefully in the next couple of months we're going to be going into like sort of problem jobs, and as I said, into power sweeping. As you can see on the floor, there's a few scratches there, but it's been moving around. That's fine. You can get them off with any oil-based substance, no problem at all. Anyway, that's enough. I hope you have a great afternoon, because I'm done now. Until the next time, from Zachary.